good? Good evening, everybody. I ain't gonna start off what's good and what's popping and all this and all that, because this is mainly what this video is gonna be about, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be about proper etiquette in the way that you should talk and present yourself with proper etiquette, especially if you trying to do business and you trying to expand your business or your network or anything such in that manner. You should be able to use proper etiquette. You should use your words to the best of your ability. If you don't know certain words, you shouldn't speak upon those words, especially in a business savvy world that we in, or a business situation, because you speaking upon words that you don't know, and they're gonna ask you what you excuse me, what you mean by that. If you don't have knowledge of the words that you're speaking, how you gonna properly intrigue them about what you're trying to present to them? So just be mindful and careful how you speak in business settings, anywhere though, really. You could be in a supermarket, you could be shopping for clothes or something, and somebody might ask you a question. You don't know who this person is, and y'all hit it off. I mean, it's, of course, be humorous, because I'm a joking kind of dude most of the time. So most of the time, it's good. It starts off with a joke, then conversation, and as you speak and people hear the words and the vocabulary that you choose to respond to them, then that will give them the intellect towards your personality, and they will be like, wow, that young man, I wasn't expecting a response from him like that. I'm not being judgmental or anything, but he was, dressed kind of street, as they say, hood, but his etiquette and the way he chose his words, I was just like, wow, I was blown away. I was just so into the conversation, even though it was a 2 to 3 minute conversation, So just be careful how you speak to people, Even if they give you energy and they, they trying to be funny or whatever, because you could also use your vocabulary and your proper etiquette to be funny to those also. You don't have to curse a person out or use bad words or anything. Just use your smart intellect and, let them know that they're an idiot, a nincompoop. Such words to explain their idiocy, and their ignorance. So, proper etiquette is should be restored in a lot of us. Because some people don't even know how to use proper etiquette to get a job. But nowadays, the world is so, how I would say, comfortable. So, 99% of interactions I have with professional people, they tend to be themselves because I make them feel comfortable. And they don't really like their job. They just, following proper procedures and using proper etiquette and proper vocabulary and words for their profession. Most of these people doesn't have the most exquisite vocabulary and etiquette, even in their status of professional position. Because they're human just like us. They had to learn how to use proper etiquette. Because I know you've seen me on this YouTube channels, my channels and my pages, where you'll hear me speaking, as they would say, hood, and very vulgar, and not using the proper etiquette that I could use and that I know I'm capable of and know that I have the knowledge of. So, if you don't want to use proper etiquette, you don't have to. I mean, like, a better example, in my own personal time and leisure, and I don't use as much proper etiquette, only when it comes to certain situations, especially dealing with my family and my kids. Then, I'm not being vulgar or using curse words and infinity and things of that nature. Because I don't want them growing up and, being vulgar and cursing and, not knowing how to use proper etiquette and language in life. And their kids, they shouldn't be hearing me using improper profanity and words or things of that nature, because they're going to think it's okay. And they're going to think, I don't want them thinking, or any kid shouldn't think just because they're growing up, they're able to use infinity and curse words and things of that nature. There's no excuse. Just because you're grown. A grown person shouldn't be speaking in that manner anyway. And that's why a lot of people miss out on a lot of opportunities. They could be a good person, they could be very smart, talented, but they're always cursing and using infinity and always not using the most best proper etiquette of words and vocabulary that is professional. I'm not talking about being a rapper, because you can curse and damn the world all you want when you're a rapper, because that's what they want you to promote. Criminal activities, gangster rap, and all those things. For the simple main fact, because when you do all that and they catch you and they build a case on you, they're gonna send you to their jail. That's funding the rap. So they won both ways. That's why you should have better adequate and vocabulary and stay out of trouble. Because if you stay out of trouble, if they don't have nothing on you, what they gonna put on you? If you squeaky clean, what they gonna? You know what you did though, but you're clean. You're not breaking no laws. You're paying your taxes. You're a law-abiding citizen. They can't. What they gonna do? They gonna try to break you. That's why a big shout out, and I have enough respect for Kanye West. I have a lot of respect for Ye. I'm sorry, I meant to say Ye. I have a lot of respect for Ye. Because nobody wouldn't do what Ye would do. They wouldn't sacrifice and jeopardize their whole life and career to go against these people. They wouldn't. Because they're just like them. They want to put on their, let's say you're a police officer, they want to put on a police officer uniform and be a crooked cop, be the most worst cop out there, but praise and swear to everybody that they're just serving justice. You understand? How can you be corrupt, but you're trying to serve justice? How are you going and who knows if you falsely or if you rightfully investigating and following all proper procedures and guidelines in your arrests, in your investigations, but you're a corrupt cop. That's like you saying that you a godly person and you're for God and you're for Jesus, but then go worship Satan. You can't be of God, of Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus, and worship Satan. That's impossible. You can't walk a tightrope and want to balance both sides, and the wind is blowing 50 miles per hour. It doesn't matter if you're a professional tightrope walker. You can't balance both sides. and the wind is 50 degrees, the science and the mathematics of it is never going to reconstruct to be together. God, Jesus Christ, is not of the devil, Satan, his angels. So how could you be of God, of Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus, and worship Satan? It can't be done. Now you could go and play this game like them. Well, how big is your family? If you could destroy millions of families and then go home to your only family. You're that wicked that you will wipe out a whole race. We ain't gonna even say race. You're that wicked that you will wipe out human beings that live and breathe the same air as you, that the blood of Jesus Christ died for us and you too. I mean, cause this is getting deep. And it goes back to the proper etiquette. That's why you should use proper etiquette. Cause when you're using so much profanity and cursing so much, you don't even know that you bringing all those bad spirits and those demons and all those negative vibes and energies to you, because you're cursing the world. You're cursing the universe. F this. All the H. What the H? What the F? Then try to tell you ass and B ain't a curse. Let them say it on national television networks. Say B and all that all day. I think I even see one show. I love this one though. Pussy. But nah. Yeah, they said, I think it was like, yeah, saying, yeah, us see this and us see that. Like, but they were trying to put it out there for the kids. Cause who's sitting in the background, listening on the low, act like they doing what they be doing. They be doing these little things, but you know kids is smart. That's why you should use proper etiquette around them, and most all the time, 99% of the time, because you never know whose kid is listening. How you learn so much? I know I learned mostly everything. I learned in school and stuff, but I learned from listening and watching in school. I didn't learn these things on my own. I didn't learn vocabulary on my own. I didn't learn how to read and write on my own. I had to see somebody else do it, my teachers and other students and stuff. And I would say that it depends on this. I would say it depends on where you live too. And it also depends on you too. Because these professional teachers, they're just doing a job. They have assignment, a job to teach you. You have to be willing to learn. Some care, they would give that extra push to those rebellious kids. But most of them don't care. Some teachers don't care if you don't even come to school. That's one personality, one child, one kid they have to deal with, teenager. It doesn't sound cool, and it might not be agreeable with everybody, but this is the societies that we're living in now. That's why it starts with you. But I'm old nobody, so nobody not gonna listen to me, pay me no attention. As long as I know and I can instill that in my kids, but I'ma relate the message. Because I'm not selfish and I'm not trying to divide and conquer. I want everybody to be equal as one. I see the color of my skin, but I'm more than just this color. I'm every color. I'm every race. I'm every nationality. Please, just be more mindful of your vocabulary and the words and your adequacy on how you present yourself to the world. You don't have to benefit off of it. You will benefit off of it for the sake of yourself. Oh, I'm not gonna start all talking all bougie. Oh, I'm not like that. Cause I love to curse, my curse word, and I like to, this. There's nothing wrong with none of that. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But just know, the words that come out your mouth represent you and what you are. Not to the fullest extent. I'm not gonna hold you to that, because I'm not perfect. I could utter curse words and use improper profanity, But you know, do I want to project that on others? Do I want to project that to my family and my kids? So, you know, people, it's best that you would use proper, adequate, and vocabulary in the words that you choose to use in your path to where you're going. So everybody finish enjoying your weekend. I'll chop it up with y'all later.